Hey everybody, it's Abby. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Today is going to be the third update of my Project Tin Pan Roulette. So this month I didn't make too much progress because I went like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, don't quite remember, without wearing makeup. I've mentioned in a couple videos, but if you haven't seen those, basically I had a really bad breakout for no reason whatsoever, so I don't know what the deal was. And then I had a cold sore on my lip, so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna infect my makeup, so I'm just gonna not wear any. So I am kind of hit a wall, I would say, with some of this stuff, so I'll explain that as I go. I go through the list. I listed them in order that I picked them, so that way I'll keep it kind of organized. So the first thing on the list was the OCC Cosmetic Color Pencil in the shade Pool Boy. I actually got rid of that in the second update. I decluttered it in my declutter because I didn't like it. It was really stiff. It kind of was painful to use. So yeah, I just went ahead and got rid of that. And now this next one and a couple other ones, I had this palette, the Kat Von D Lady Bird Romance palette. I actually depotted this. Some of them were popping out anyways, so I was like, I'm not going to fool with gluing them back, so I just stuck them in this Z palette. So spoiler for my upcoming haul video, but I basically just depotted these into Z palette. They were really easy to pop out because, like I said, the glue was coming out of them, so I just took my box cutter and popped them out of that palette and put them in here. And these are just some Makeup Geek shadows, but this is the Lady Bird palette. And I put them in the same order that were in there, so I remember what colors they are. So number 2, the second product, was Kat Von D Harlow, which was this one right here. So I did hit pan. My goal for most of these were to only hit pan, so I did hit pan on that one in the second update, or actually on the first update. And then number 3 is the Pacifica lipstick in the shade Compassion Passion. So there is how much is in there. I feel like I used this quite a bit, but it doesn't go anywhere. So I've had this problem with those lipsticks quite a bit. They're really creamy, so I don't know. You would think they would use up a lot. But here is the progress for that. So I've got intro first and second and third. So second and third are pretty close together. Number 4 was the e.l.f. Contour Palette, and for this one I was focusing on the highlight shade. So I had hit pan on that before I started this project, and I've widened it a bit. Now I'm just kind of working on around the sides to kind of wear it down evenly, so I'm not left with a bunch like in the corners by the time I get close to being finished with it. And then now for the rest of the Kat Von D palette. So I had 3 more shades in here from the palette. The thing is, I was looking at it, and the ones that were in there were this purple, sorry for the ring light glare, but this purple, this brown, and the orange. I use these to death, and they are not budging. I mean, the purple one, you kind of see a dip. This one looks untouched, and I've used it a lot. This one, there's just a tiniest, like, slightest dip in it. This one should have hit pan and been used up a long time ago with how much that I've used it, so I don't know what the deal is. But I'm not going to get anywhere with this project if I keep those in there, because it's taking up 3 spots that I could be using something else. So I'm going to scratch those out for this project. I'm still going to use them, but I'm not going to worry about it for this project, just because this project is going to drag on. It's already been about 3 months. Like, I was originally planning on making the next update the finale, but I'm thinking I might have to add another update just to get any progress. So the 5 and 6 were in that palette, and then number 7 was the OCC Skin Conceal. I got rid of that because it just doesn't work. It's really patchy, it doesn't blend, so I got rid of it. And then number 8 was also in that palette. Number 9 is the Milani Shadow Eyes in Cafe au Lait. It is just a matte brown. It blends out pretty well. And let me show you the lines. So that one is right here. So I have the intro first and second, because the last update I didn't really use it much, and then the third update. So that's like sharpening it maybe once in between those lines. Number 10 was the e.l.f. contour palette again, in the shade I used for bronzer. So this one, I did use that up. Which update was it? The first update. So I did finish that off then. So this one was my bronzer shade, and this one's more of a contour for me. And number 11 is the Milani Luminoso blush. So I want to hit half of the pan in this. So I can tell there's some progress from last time. Turn this down a bunch so you can even see. So I'm focusing on this half right here. And if you can see right there, you're starting to see the pan. I'm focusing my brush like right on that edge. So I'm not sure about this. It is going pretty quick, but the product is thinner on the outside, so once I'm moving in, it's going to take a little bit longer. We'll see. Then I have the Tarte Smooth Operator Loose Powder. So basically what I do is I just hold it right like this and then tap it down to where the product kind of settles so I can draw a line. It's not settled right now, but hopefully you can see these 3 lines here. So that was when I added it, then last update, now this update. So I'm making pretty steady progress on it. And I have started using it underneath of my foundation. So I'm actually going to test that out in a future video to see if that actually helps or not. I feel like it would, but we'll see like side by side with and without it. And the next one, this is probably the most significant progress that I have on anything. It's the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. So as you can see right through the bottle. There's when I added it, the last update, and then now this update. So I should have it done definitely by the next update, seeing as I used that much last time, there's about that much left. And the most recent thing I added in was the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer. So when I added this in, I didn't really know how the packaging worked. I thought that it was kind of like these e.l.f. ones where it just comes out like without a straw thing. So I thought that was like that, but it's actually like the Kat Von D products where they kind of come up from the bottom. So once I was using it, I hit like an air bubble and then it started coming up. So I went ahead and marked it. So just for when I added it, it was like pretty much at the bottom, and then now it's at that line. So I put little stars last time of the ones that I thought I was going to be able to use up by this update. And I put stars on the Tarte powder and the foundation. So I didn't finish those. I'm going to change that. I'm going to erase that, and then I'll add new ones once I add in a couple new products. So I'm getting rid of 3, which were in the palette. So I'm not sure if I want to add 3 because that's a lot of products to have like at once, because normal project pans, when you finish one, you don't add one, so it's a little bit easier. So, but I kind of want something new too. So maybe I will just add 2 instead of 3. So I'm going to draw out of my bucket here. There are probably some of those Kat Von D shades still in here, so if I get one, I'll just not use it. Okay, so I drew out Pacifica Nudie Red. So, let me find that one. I think it's up here. Yep, so here is Nudie Red. It's really hard to use these lipsticks because I am so like devoted to matte liquid lipsticks. So yeah, that one should be fun. Then I'm going to add one more. Oh man. So this one is the Wet n Wild lip liner in the shade Never Petal Down. So I'll get that out. So I added these into the pile because they're not vegan. I thought they were when I bought them, but they're not. So there is how much is left of that one. I'm scared to mark it because it's going to break. These are really creamy. I might just not mark this one, honestly. I don't even know why I bought this because I'm not a pink lipstick kind of person. And I'll swatch it next to Nudie Red. So never petal downs up there, nude red there. And then just for fun, we'll do Compassion Passion, which is a little more peachy. I think it'd be interesting to use the lip liner under Compassion Passion, but this one is kind of thin on its own. Let me just put it over it. Okay, so I put that over on like this half. So I think it looks better because it brings a little bit more peach to the lip liner. So yeah, I might actually use those in conjunction and it'll last a little bit longer. Maybe that was a good thing that happened, because this doesn't last very long on its own, but with a lip liner I'm sure it will. So that was everything for this update. Let me know if you're doing a project pan too. As always, I will check out your videos, and oh, I need to figure out which ones I think I'm going to be able to use up. So I still think I'm 100% going to use up the foundation by next update. I think that's about it. Yeah, the other stuff is not even close to being used up. And the smooth operator powder, it's not going as fast as it should. Like if it was going a little bit faster, I would say probably I would be able to use it up, but I don't think so. Yeah, so that was actually it for this video. Let me know what you think, and give it a thumbs up if you enjoy these project pans, and subscribe so you don't miss any future updates and the finale for this one, and I will see you then. Bye.